Hello world, welcome to an accidental Vim quickie with a bit of shell as well. I was thinking of actually creating a shell quickie on Xarcs, but sadly the Xarcs on macOS is lacking. I'll probably do that one on a Linux machine later. Anyway, the scenario is that I have a directory for screenshots and I want to grab 5 of the most recent files in there and copy them over to another directory. We can list the contents of a directory with ls, but additionally, we can provide an option to the command to sort stuff by modified time, that is t. Now, we have the most recent files at the top for which I'd need to scroll up, but we can also provide another option telling ls to sort things in reverse. So the command would be ls-tr and then the directory. After we get this list, we just want the 5 from the bottom. With Unix's beautiful pipe operator, I can supply this output to another utility called tail to extract only the 5 lines from the bottom with -n5. We could also have done the same thing with head and without reversing the order sorting. Anyway, the next thing I want is to have these files from the directory copied over to another directory in here called caps. Now, I'm thinking I can open these lines in Vim and construct the commands, then send it over to a shell to execute the commands. So let's do that. We should use another pipe, and now Vim and hyphen to tell Vim that it should read from standard in. We get the output of that command inside of Vim buffer. For all the lines, I want to add a copy in the beginning, surround the file name with double quotes because they've got spaces in the file name, and also prefix them with the right path. By the way, you can do Ctrl-X and then Ctrl-F for path completion in Vim, followed by the destination as cap. If you didn't notice, I started recording a macro for this, which I'll stop now by pressing Q. To play the macro on the other lines, I'll make a visual selection of the lines, enter the command line mode with colon. Vim automatically populates the range with the selection, so now I can say norm for normal mode, and @Q to play the macro recorded in the register queue on all the selected lines. Now that all the commands are constructed, we can send each line of this buffer to a shell for execution by entering the command line mode with colon and typing W for write, space, bang, followed by a shell. I'll say zshear. Hit enter, and there you go. We managed to copy the 5 recent files from the screenshots directory to another. I can go back to the shell and check the directory, and as you can see, they're all here. Although there's one more way I can do this, which is more efficient, where the copy command is called just once. Let's go back to just having file names. This time I'll use the global command and the pattern as caret to select all the lines in buffer. Norm, insert at the beginning, double quote. A digression, I have the path in the P register. I can paste contents of a register when inserting by pressing Ctrl-R and then the name of the register, which is P in this case. I also need to end the lines with the double quote, so I'll bring back the command history with Q colon, edit the norm part to say capital A to start insert at the end of the line, and a double quote for a double quote. Enter, and you've got the double quote at the end of each of the lines. Now, I want all of these to be on one line, and Vim's got a nice capital J to do exactly that. We'll go ahead and press that a bunch of times until all of the names are on one line, separated by spaces. Although I could have used a count with capital J to achieve this with the less number of keystrokes, sometimes it's just faster this way than having to spend the time thinking. But with enough practice, stuff like this will go into the memory of your finger muscles. Now we need to add the destination at the end, begin the line with the copy command, and send it to the shell. And that was it. Thanks for watching.